Having a personal brand is your cheat sheet. And if you're someone who's over 40, let me tell you, it has never been easier and more important for you to create your personal brand. Your personal brand is the thing that draws people to you. You don't have to spend as much time marketing. You don't have to try as hard to help people understand what it is that your product is about or your service. When people fall in love with your personal brand, it makes all of that so much easier, and your success is far more likely. You should be spending so much more time on your personal brand than anything else. And today, on this edition of Build Your Tribe, I'm going to cover the 5 ways that you, someone who's over 40, can increase awareness and really help the world discover your personal brand. My name is Chalene Johnson. Thanks so much for joining me. My co-host is my son, Brock. And while I think it's really important for, that younger generation to start building their personal brand, like the ultimate advantage is for us. Those of you who are over 40. This is something I'm super passionate about for many reasons. The first of which is because having a personal brand is the ultimate cheat code. It's the cheat code that people forget. They think it's about getting followers. They think it's about having a certain look. They think it's about a certain position or where they came into a company or if they're a founder. None of that really matters. The reason why people buy and who we buy from are individuals. We don't necessarily buy from brands. More often than not, we fall in love with an individual. We start to follow them. Then we like them. We feel comfortable with them. There's something that's relatable. We trust them. And when we trust people, that's when we buy from people. Your personal brand is the thing that I want you to focus on more than anything else. Because when you have a personal brand, you have success, not just in what you're doing right now, but what you're doing in the future. And because I've been teaching and coaching entrepreneurs for more than 25 years, I can tell you, I've seen this happen firsthand knowledge. I've seen so many people who, whatever they're doing now, they're not doing 5 years later. Maybe their company closed, or maybe they've decided to go off on their own. And the people who struggle, people who make the biggest mistake, are the people who focus on a product and focus on selling instead of leading with their personal brand, like what it is that's important to you. So I want to share with you 5 things that I think are incredibly important in 2024 when it comes to building your personal brand. And the first thing I want to tell you, like before I even get into the 5, is this. Now, and I don't want you, if you're under 40, I love you, but like, unfortunately, the advantage in 2024, 2025 is going to be with those who are over 40. Finally, right? And the reason why is because that group of individuals, they want to buy from people who are about their age or older, and they've got the most money. And we have, the older you get, you'll learn this, kids, you start to get a very fine-tuned BS meter, right? And so the individuals who want to be your customers who are 40, 50, 60, 70 years old, they can sniff out inauthentic, phony BS. Who's this kid think they're fooling? They can sniff that out. So that's why you've got such an advantage as a 40 plus person building your personal brand. You are trending right now on TikTok, on YouTube, on Instagram. These are the accounts that are gaining the most traction, the biggest amount of followers. These are the individuals that brands are actually looking for because they know there's this like degree of trust that comes with age. Okay, so what do you need to focus on first as you're like trying to build your personal brand? Remember that we overcomplicate that word like personal brand, like you've got to pick out your colors and a font and a special way of writing your name. None of that's true. Your personal brand it's just your reputation. It's what people know you for. So building your personal brand means we need to make sure people know who you are and what it is you stand for. It's kind of like taking out the most impactful parts of you, like the pieces that are just a little bit different, and putting them out to the world. And I really do mean it when I say just a little bit different. To have a personal brand, you don't have to be like the first person who ever did something or have purple hair. You don't have to be someone who knows how to do magic tricks or someone who's invented something unique. Your personal brand, what makes you unique, are just the little teeny tiny things that make you you. When I first started teaching consumer fitness videos, so when I first started doing videos for consumers, there's a million other people doing fitness videos. I mean, think of all the famous people you knew in the 2000s who were doing fitness videos. It was like the time of infomercials. What made me different were like little things that you probably the average person like you don't even identify them. Like, for example, the first time I went to film a video, the director was like, "Oh, you have those big giant hoops on. You might want to take those off for the video. You know, you're like a fitness person." And they also suggested that I cut down my nails. I'm like, "Excuse me? We don't do either." Like, that's not me. Like, I would feel so weird if I took off my fake nails and my fake earrings and my fake hair. Like, no, it costs a lot of money to look this cheap, and I embrace it. Like, and I want people that's a little something that's different. A little something that was different was just like the way that I talked. It was the way that I felt the music. Like, it's little things about your personality. They don't even have to relate to your business. It's just like the little things that your friends and family members are like, "I love that about you." Maybe it's the way that you talk. Maybe it's your accent, your sense of humor, your style. Like all of these little things, the way that you teach. Maybe you've got attention deficit disorder, ADHD. There's so many things that if you're proud, here's the deal. If you're proud of them, if these are the things that tend to attract your friends, it's probably what you should like make a bigger deal, like emphasize it more when you're in social media. And that's step one. Step one is just like being so self aware of the things that are just a little different. And you like that about yourself. And you want to attract other people that like that. That's step one. Step two, content creation, constant content creation. If you want to build your personal brand, it's not like if you build it, they will come. You have to build it and you have to post it. That means you need to be creating content every single day. Just one video. That's my assignment to you is create one video a day and just talk direct to camera. Don't worry about what you need to talk about, just something that you're passionate about today. Make a list and create content every single day because the only way to build your personal brand is for people to become aware of you. And that means you've got to be creating content daily. And I know this is a little bit of tough love, but listen, if you're serious about this, open up your phone and create some content. The good news is right now, people are no longer into the like highly produced with like font text flying in and jump cuts. No, there's a new style that's trending on all the platforms, and it's called easy mode. Easy mode has fewer edits, less pomp and circumstance, no fancy thumbnails, nothing like it's literally somebody opening up their camera and talking directly to camera and being authentic and real. That's what we're looking for. If you want a homework assignment, search easy mode on YouTube and you'll, in fact, search easy mode 40 plus or over 40 and you'll see exactly what I'm talking about. But the good news is like, you don't have to be a whiz at editing. You just need to open up your phone and make a video, which leads me to step three, which is leveraging all the platforms. Oh, thank goodness that social media has evolved to this stage where like you can create one long form video and all the platforms now they're looking for longer form videos. Even Instagram. So film it, obviously, not obviously for most people, vertical. Right. Oh, by the way, I love this. Look at this water bottle. This is I'm not affiliated with this company, but look at this. It's called getringo.com. Anyways, this is why I have this water bottle because this makes filming content so convenient because I always have my water bottle with me and then I don't have to go grab a tripod. I digress. Where were we? Back to filming vertical. So you're just going to film it like this. Film one video, about 3 minutes, 2 minutes, whatever you're comfortable with. And then take that video and post it to YouTube Shorts, post it to TikTok, post it to Instagram, and post it to Facebook. Post it to all four. They all want longer form video, which is amazing. You don't have to do any special edits, write a strong caption, and use all the platforms because we don't know which one's going to pop off. You never know which one is going to pop off, but just create one video and post it to all of them. Step number 4 to building your personal brand really boils down to engagement. It's a relationship. That's what a personal brand is. It's a parasocial relationship, but people need to feel like they know you. And so the days of like just creating content where you're just like a talking head and you're not encouraging a conversation with your audience, that's going to make you grow a lot slower. We want to feel like we know someone. Like it's only possible when you're actually having conversations with your community. And we don't have conversations at our community. We have conversations with our community in 2024, 2025, and moving forward. That's what people want. Nobody wants to follow someone because they're a star or they're like, the center of the universe, or they think that they're the center of the universe. We want to follow people. We want to engage with people who it's like, okay, they get me. They understand. They've been where I've been. They're listening to me. They're actually listening. So that is a really big key to growing your personal brand is make sure that your content engages people. How do you do that? Ask questions in every single post that you make. Ask every single time you post to your Instagram stories or TikTok stories or wherever it is you're posting. Maybe it's to a Facebook post. Instead of telling people something, ask people something. Regularly engage your audience. And my number 5 tip for growing your personal brand in 2024 and 2025 is you've got to embrace new technologies. This is a shortcut. So even if you feel a little bit resistant to AI, like ChatGPT, or my personal favorite, which is Perplexity, love them both. But if you embrace those, you are going to have such an advantage. You don't have to be a master at using these. You just need to know how to ask a question. You don't have to have any fancy way of writing the prompt or even asking the question. You can ask it in the most basic plain language you could ever imagine and you're like, I don't even know if this makes sense, but here's what I'm asking. Type it in. Type that prompt into ChatGPT and let it ask you additional questions. You can use that technology like AI to help you develop content that promotes and helps you to illuminate your personal brand. You can ask ChatGPT to give you a list of captions related to a particular topic. You can ask ChatGPT, okay, here's what I want to talk about. Give me some great questions to help me build engagement. You can ask AI to do absolutely anything. It's mind blowing. If you're not using ChatGPT, I promise you this, if you're not using AI, you will be left behind. It's just too easy. It's too easy. It's like having your own team. You can use ChatGPT for creating graphics and fonts and there's so many new forms of AI that will help you to accelerate the speed at which people are going to learn about your brand. And then finally, the last technology I want to tell you to embrace is to embrace video editing apps. My 2 favorites are Video Leap and CapCut. So go ahead, lower that little voice in your head right now that was like, "Oh, I'm so bad at technology and my phone." No, no, no. Turn the volume off on that. You can get this. Sit down next to a 20-year-old or a teenager and say, "Hey, can you show me how to use one of these apps?" Video Leap or CapCut, those are the 2, the biggest. They make your life so much easier. So here's one quick little tip. You can upload that 3-minute video that you just created, the one where you like have long pauses between your thoughts. You don't have to stop the camera. You don't have to edit that. Just ramble. You can pause and you can look at your notes. Just one continuous video. Then you upload it to an app like Video Leap and you just tap the button that says audio, eliminate pauses. And it's remarkable. It'll give you a perfectly edited video with one click. Embrace technologies. It's going to save you time. It's going to help you make money. And it's going to help you get the word out about your personal brand at the speed of light. My name is Chalene Johnson. I'm very active on Instagram and on YouTube. So I would love to have you follow me there and say hello. And thank you for giving me the most important thing that you have, which is your time. And I hope I delivered for you. And take care. Bye, guys.